There are love stories that feel like destiny, and there's the story of Shawn Faqua and Dr. Sharon Ifunanya Madweke. The story builds on faith, intentionality, culture, and elegance. Shawn is a celebrated Nollywood actor known for roles that carry depth and sincerity, starred in many films before this chapter of his life. Sharon, also known as Akwaugo, is much more than a bride. She is the CEO of Shamol Experience and Post Global, a luxury event curator, mentor, and personal brand curator who has spent years designing high-end events and empowering women around style, confidence, and purpose. Their paths cross not on a film set or at a social event, but in worship, specifically a worship session hosted by Nicole and Ifeanyi Kalu, a gathering Sharon attended just to support friends. Little did she know that that night, among the songs and prayers, her life was about to change. Shawn came in later, ministered, prayed, and after the service, he approached Sharon, sharing a message that stunned her. It sparked a conversation that continued hours into the night. As they got to know each other, faith guided them, prayers, mutual respect, and clarity. Shawn asked, Sharon shared dreams. One of those dreams was a simple, beautiful one, a train ride. Months later, Shawn turned that dream into reality. He invited Sharon on that ride, and there between tracks and destinations, he proposed. She said yes. The wedding day arrived, and it was more than just a ceremony. It was a celebration steeped in Igbo culture. From Ishagu prints to coral beads, red and white judge wrappers, kola nut rituals, traditional greetings, every detail reflected heritage. It was also a star-studded affair. Celebrities and Nollywood royalty showed up, actors, media personalities, public figures, all equally dressed up, equally moved. Their presence added warmth, glamour, laughter, and applause to what was already a deeply meaningful moment. When Shawn looked at Sharon, he saw not only the woman he loves, but a partner who shares his faith, his purpose, and his future. And when Sharon looked at Shawn, she saw an actor who was as real behind the scenes as he is upon screen, grounded in values, kindness, and devotion. The actor and filmmaker Shawn just had his white wedding on a train. Yes, you heard me right, an actual moving train. The ceremony took place on the Lagos-Ibadan rail line, and honestly, the whole thing looked like a movie. A-list Nollywood stars were in full attendance: Kunle Remi, Efe Irele, Kate Henshaw, the Nzes, Buchi Franklin. The guest list was simply star-studded. Everyone looked stunning, the vibes were high, and the pictures were amazing. Now, between the smiles, the tears and laughter, the break of kola nut, prayers in Igbo, the day was proof that love can be intentional, culture can be elegant and deeply felt when both are honored and magic happens. But now, a video of Sharon has been making waves all over social media. In this video, she is seen sharing a testimony about her past marriage, where she said something that caught everyone's attention.
I came into Family Worship Center, I think 2022 on Christmas Day, but I came with a very, very heavy heart. And when I walked into the church with the person that I came into the church with, I felt like God just hugged me. And he was looking at me like, okay. But that's how I actually felt. And I started coming to church, but I would just attend service and go. 2023, God humbled me. And it was the worst year of my life. And then I decided to attend DTS. And that changed my life forever. I don't know if Pastor Tefa and his wife are here, but they were my DTS teachers, and I was the class governor in my DTS, but I was coming to DTS every single day. I never missed DTS, apart from when I had to travel for work, I think just twice or so. And I was coming to DTS with the heaviest heart on earth, but every time I walked into my DTS class, I felt like the backpack was taken away, and I would just drop it there. Hallelujah. After DTS, I started coming to church, of course, and I decided that, okay, I wasn't going to go anywhere. I wasn't going to go. I remained in church. And I want to say thank you to Pastor Sarah and Pastor Wilson. I don't think that they know what they do to people. They just preach and they think that we're just listening. Their preaching is actually changing lives.
Her former husband woke up one morning and suddenly decided to end their marriage. But now, her ex-husband, a businessman and politician known as Don, has spoken up to clear the air. In a detailed statement released online, he explained that the marriage didn't end suddenly and that he made the decision only after months of tension and unresolved issues. According to Don, he and Sharon met in 2016 when she was a student struggling to make ends meet. She said he helped her pay her school fees, sponsored her brother's education, and even supported her family financially. Later, he funded her event planning training and helped her start an event company, covering the cost and connecting her to clients. But after they got married, he said things changed. He described the relationship as toxic, filled with constant quarrels, disrespect, and what he called a sense of entitlement. In his words, "I ended the marriage so it wouldn't end me." He admitted the relationship was built on the wrong foundation and not in line with his values. He took full responsibility of his decision, saying it cost him his peace, his dignity, and temporarily strained his relationship with his daughters. Don also clarified that Sharon had in fact asked for a divorce twice before he finally agreed to end things. He said he didn't just wake up one day to end the marriage as she claimed, but it was the result of long-term issues that had become unbearable. He went on to say that even after they had split, he ensured Sharon was comfortable, that he provided her with a car, a place to live, and even kept a promise to send her on a fully paid trip to Paris and Italy despite their separation. In the statement, Don said he doesn't want to watch dirty lining in public, but felt the need to speak up after seeing what he called false and damaging stories circulating on social media. He ended by saying he prays for Sharon and wishes her well in her new marriage to Shawn Faqua, but hopes the public understands that their past story is more complicated than it appeared. Now that both sides have spoken, Sharon's testimony and Don's response, the internet has plenty to discuss. But one thing is clear, every story has two sides. So after everything, the breakup, the testimonies, and now the fairy tale ending, what is your honest take on Sharon and Shawn's love story? Drop your thoughts below, and if you love this like this, you already know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe.